All right, well, here we are once again. Connor, the pendulum sure has swung from the first period. We saw the Sarnia Sting come out really strong for this north of 4,600 crowd here tonight. What do you think changed out there?
It's just a good team. It's hard to say that a lot changed because they're still playing really well, I think, but these guys, they take advantage of every opportunity that they get, and that's why they're at the top of the league.
Well, I was going to say they're like first in the division and second in conference by right beside London there, and you know this is but this is a bit of a meaningful game for Saginaw. I think somebody mentioned something about the between Saginaw and Oshawa happening there as far as positioning goes.
Positioning, right?
But it's. We've seen a lot of aggression out there. It's what I was trying. I was just like, I don't know how to say it. And like, these guys they're fighting. They're getting like there's.
It's feisty.
It is, and I think coming up into this next period, that has to stop if the Sting are going to win this game. Are they? And you have to wonder, like, are they doing it because like part of it is like, I don't really care. It's last game, but there's still an expectation by the coaching staff.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Maybe if it's not because they care. Maybe it's, one last kick at the can. Let's get a fight in here and make the place loud because as soon as those gloves drop, this place is the decibels they shoot through the roof. So
it's pretty wild to see all. Like even just looking around, like I can go, wow, look at everything that's happening here. And I'm seeing some people I haven't seen in a while, and we go on about it a lot, but it's just so overwhelming to see all this fan support. But
it's awesome.
What's your coming into next year? Like Lee and I were talking about draft coming up. Some changes. We'll start seeing that happen in April, right? You know. And do you have any thoughts on what you'd like to see them fix, or like where's our weaknesses line at?
I think a good big center would be a great addition, and I think there's some good ones up there. Brady Wasselin I think he's Kitchener's captain right now in their junior team.
All right.
And he looks awesome. He has some good stats. Some of these kids are 15 years old and 6'4", 194 pounds. Like,
without skates.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like that would be a huge addition. Some size, I think, right off the bat would be good. A lot of these guys are pretty small, and that's
we're not a really tough team as far as physicality goes, right?
Well, speaking of that, O'Toole has been out there. He's a wrecking ball out there. I have loved to watch him. I can't wait to see him next year. If this is how he starts his debut in the OHL, I can't wait to see more.
He's not afraid to get it. Like he's even just kind of like slapping people around. Like,
he doesn't care.
All right, he's poking the bear. I guess.
Chased that guy to the box and let him know what he thought when he cross-checked him from behind. I think that was a bit of a greasy move, but he let him know. He did. He got a slash in, and I'm sure he let him know how he felt about it.
Yeah. How do you feel? Well, I'll open the Pandora's box, if you will. How do you feel about the refs tonight?
You know how I feel about the refs. I'm never their number one supporter.
No, but I mean, like, there's some. I'm not usually the one to say anything, but I feel like
they're not really in
I'm
favor.
Like, come on.
They're not really in favor of Saginaw, but I think they're letting everything fly right now. Like, guys are getting away with a lot. Both teams.
Well,
And I don't know. You kind of got to drop the hammer at some point and let these. Like, it gets dangerous eventually. Like someone that fight down in the corner, Felek didn't even have his gloves off yet, and that guy was pummeling him already.
Yeah.
And then, it's kind of just like
there is a safety
seems
factor
like
that should be
the wheel sometimes.
Yeah. You kind of set the tone in the first period for that. It's okay, guys. This is what we're going to allow to happen here.
Most certainly, and I think they didn't, and it's you can see it's gotten away with them a little bit, but. Yeah, the first period is a great place to tell these guys, I'm not dealing with swinging sticks and cross checks from behind the play or late hits or hits from behind, anything. But.
Post-game press conference will happen again tonight. Connor, if there was a question that you could ask, and I don't know who's coming yet, could be coach, could be Dylan Sika, could be players, both. What would be a question that you'd want to ask them?
You put me on the spot. I'll try not to ask something too generic. Maybe.
Yeah, don't say your thoughts on tonight's game.
Who are you most excited to see improve next season?
Okay.
I wouldn't want to asking for
You don't want to say,
favorites.
who's
but
your favorite player?
Yeah, that's too much. Who are you expecting to make the biggest jump next year? How about that?
Yeah, fair enough. Well, and that's a fair expectation. I mean, they're already looking at, there's a strategy, right? They're already looking ahead to this next season. Like I say, coming up in April, we'll start to see some changes happen there. And, I mean, I really think the Sarnia Sting's in a good position to come out strong next year as a team that could go very far.
I think so. I'm like, the window in junior is so short, so as soon as you're kind of on the downswing, you're on the upswing again. So
right.
You can either expect to sneak into the playoffs next season or just miss it and build again. But again, your window's so small, so you really got to make.
What do you do to keep yourself busy when hockey's not happening?
Yeah, I was just talking about that actually. I get pretty bored honestly when the hockey season's over. I kind of might have to go back to the gym. I think that's what's going to be the plan.
You and me both. We'll go together. There you go. We'll be workout partners.
Oh, yeah. I checked my account the other day and they were still charging me. So I guess I should use that.
You should probably use that.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Planet Fitness.
Okay. All right.
I'll see you there.
They keep taking money out of my account too. For sure. It's been. I asked Billy Yurchuk and I asked Lee Basin, and I'll ask you the same question. As a fan, how would you describe the season that we just witnessed?
I think it was awesome. To be truthful, my first full 34 games. I've been to every game this season.
Yeah, nice.
And it was an incredible experience. You get to know everybody's name. You see the door people. You see the bartenders. You see everybody. Everybody's.
It's all a piece of the vibe and everything that goes on here, right?
Most definitely. And even seeing like. There's a lady here, the Saginaw fans. She's got a bedazzled cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah, okay, nice.
She's a big fan. She's in the Sting Nation group, and she says she has a great time every time she comes down. So I like to see the opposing fans that are come down and respectful and enjoy our arena. No, everything just came together, regardless of where we landed.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm so happy with the season.
Yeah, nice. Special note, Nolan DeGursey's in the house here tonight.
Is he?
He is, and enjoying the game. And I have to admit, I walked by him upstairs earlier, and hey, and he said, hi, Dave, and I couldn't remember his name for a moment there. I was like, which one is he? But anyway, yeah, it's Nolan DeGursey.
Too many faces for you.
I know.
Right, Dave?
Right. So that's nice to see, though, right? Players.
The alumni.
That's right. That's right. So. What do you think's going to happen there? Cooper Way, all the overagers, right?
They're going to take their next step, I think. They're going to be no short of opportunities. All those guys are impactful players, and I think they're just going to do just as well at their next step wherever they are, at the ECHL, the AHL, or the NHL. I think they're going to be just fine.
Awesome.
Those are good guys.
Well, it's 3-1. I don't know much more we can say, but thank you all so much for joining us this season. We're not done with you yet. We got post-game press conference coming up after the next 20 minutes, hopefully on a positive side for your Sarnia Sting. Connor, thank you so much for joining me this season.
Thank you for having me, Dave.
It's absolutely. I'm sure we can talk him into coming back next year. And say thank you to Connor, Lee, Billy, and of course Jay Peckham, who joined me as co-host all season. It's been a lot of fun, and we'll see if we can pay these guys some more to come back next year.
Yeah, you might have to twist my arm.
Yeah, they'll double your salary.
I'll take a hot dog every game.
Okay, I could probably handle that. Hot dog. Talk about going to the gym. Now you want a hot dog.
That's next season.
Oh, okay, next season. All right, sounds good. It's been a lot of fun. We'll see you at post-game. Thank you all so much for joining us. And as always, one final time for this season, I'm David Burrows, live from the concourse with the Sarnia Sting and my good friend here, Connor Burke. Here we are, 1, 2, 3. Go Sting, go!